Samuel has already anointed Saul. And before Saul departed from him, Samuel gave him many instructions. But more than instructions, revelations. He says, you will go to such and such a place and you will find two people and you will find someone carrying something and everything happened. What was the purpose of this kind of revelation? God was trying to establish confidence in the process, because Saul will face a lot of trials, as anyone who is chosen by God will face. And God would like to have Saul trusting that God, was in control of the whole process. So he would like to give to Saul that experience of knowing what will happen, because a prophet had told him. Now we also have the prophetic voice. If we pay attention to the prophetic voice, we can already know some of the things that will happen in the time of the end, because we will also face many trials. And Saul was going to be tempted. Satan would like to mislead him, to take him out of the way. So God was trying to help him to trust in Samuel as a way of contacting him. So God will talk to Saul through Samuel. Samuel was called the seer. So when you lose your confidence in God's appointed prophets, you no longer can hear God's voice. That's very much important to decide through the Bible who is or who is not a true prophet. And then you see in the first verses of verse 10 what Samuel told Saul and what happened, exactly what he said. And then finally he says, then the Spirit of the Lord will come upon you, and you will prophesy with them and be turned into another man. You shall go down before me to Gilgal, and surely I will come down to you to offer burnt offerings and make sacrifices and peace offerings. It was a way to worship the Lord. Even today, offerings should be a way to worship the Lord, not to help the church, not to help projects, but mainly a way, the motivation should be to worship the Lord. Of course, those resources will be used to do something for mission, etc. But the main purpose, my motivation must be to worship the Lord. And then it says, so it was, verse 9. When he had turned his back to go from Samuel, that God gave him another heart. He became a humble person. Later he changed his behavior, his character. But he became so humble that when he was publicly appointed as king, he was hidden himself under the luggage. Imagine that. May the Lord give us another heart. I am asking to the Lord today, God, please give me another heart. I would like to be another person, influenced by your Holy Spirit. What kind of marriage I will have if I am another person? How useful I may be in God's hands in my local church if I would be changed in another person. May the Lord grant us that petition and be a blessing today. God bless you.